Good morning students, how are you? So in the earlier video we were discussing about exercise 15D and we have discussed till question number 2. Now we are going to discuss the rest of the question of the exercise, right? So now come to question number 3. Question number 3 is saying the length of one side of a right angle triangle is 4.5 centimeter and the length of its hypotenuse is 7.5 centimeter, right? So suppose this is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle, right? One side is given as, suppose we have taken it as 4.5 centimeter and this side is given as 7.5 centimeter. You have to find it out this side. So look, we know that the Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square, right? Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? So here the hypotenuse is 7.5. Hypotenuse means the side which is opposite to 90 degrees, right? So 7.5 square is equal to perpendicular square. Suppose we have taken it. Okay, I'm going to name them first. So this is AC, so AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Here the length of AC is given at 7.5. So 7.5 square is equal to AB, we have to find it out, and BC is given as 4.5 square. This was question number 3, right? So if you shift this from right hand side to left hand side, what you will get, 7.5 square, here it is with positive sign, so it becomes, this sign changes to negative, right? So AB square, or this implies that you can write it as AB square is equal to 7.5 square minus 4.5 square, right? So now we are going to apply algebra, right, here. So this is formula is a square minus b square, right? If anything written in the form of a square minus b square, what you can write it as, you can write it as a plus b in one bracket and in another bracket as a minus b. A and b both are variables, right? So they can have either of the value. So this is written in the form of a square minus b square. So we can write it as a plus b and a minus b. So 7.5 plus 4.5 in one bracket, right? And in another bracket 7.5 minus 4.5. Just memorize this formula in higher classes, right? You will get to know how this formula comes, right? So for your standard, just memorize it. I'm erasing this. So 7.5 plus 4.5, 7 plus 4, 11, and 5.5 is 1, so 11 plus 1, 12. So AB square is equal to 12 multiplied by 7.5 minus 4.5 is 3, right? So 12 3 ja 36. So AB square is equal to 36. So now when we take, means the square root of both the sides, I'm just elaborating this method into this question and after that we'll do direct, right? So just look carefully. If we take the square root of both the sides, right? So AB square and square root is equal to 36 and square root. So 36 becomes 6 into 6 or you can write it as 6 square, right? So this square root means power 1 by 2. So AB square power 1 by 2 is equal to 6 square power 1 by 2. In the chapter exponent, you will study these things. So now one formula of exponent which is going to use here, we are going to use it. A power m whole power n is equal to a power m into n. Means anything which is written with the power of something, and one more power means also there is a power of the power, right? You will write it as these two powers multiply. So I am going to solve this question here. So I am erasing this. So AB square multiply by, so 1 by 2 is equal to 6 square multiply by 1 by 2. So here 2 1 are 2, right? 2 1 are 2. So AB is equal to 6. This is the answer, right? So this way this whole process goes, right? And here we are not considering means minus sign. Why? Because you know that if you square a minus of the number or plus of the number, right, you will get the value, means you will get the same values, right? So but we know that means the distance never becomes in negative, so we are not considering the negative sign also, right? So this was question number 3 of the exercise. Come to question number 4. In all the questions we are going to use only the Pythagoras theorem, right? Why? Because this whole exercise is based on this Pythagoras theorem. So now come to question number 4. Question number 4 is given as the two legs of a right angle triangle are equal and a square of its hypotenuse is 50. So it is given that suppose, right, means these two sides are equal. So if this is x, this is also x, and this is hypotenuse, right? The square of hypotenuse is given, so we know that if we name them, we know that the formula of means the Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? So here AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square value means hypotenuse square is given as 50. So this value is given as 50, and here x square plus x square. So you will get 2x square. So this implies that 2x square is equal to 50, right? So x square is equal to 50 divided by 2, then 25. So x square is equal to 25. So x is equal to 5, right? So these two are 5 and 5 centimeter long, right? Now we are going to discuss question number 5. Question number 5 is saying that the two legs of a right angle triangle, the side of a triangle measures 15 centimeter, 36 centimeter and 39 centimeter. Show that it is a right angle triangle. So any triangle is a right angle triangle if they follow the Pythagoras theorem, right? So the length of the side is given as 15 centimeter, 36 centimeter and 39 centimeter. So what you have to do is, means you know the formula, that is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. The longest side you have to take it as a hypotenuse, right? Why? Because we know that in a right angle triangle the maximum angle is 90 degree and opposite of that 90 degree is hypotenuse, and this is the longest side. So 39 square is equal to 15 square plus 36 square. You can take perpendicular and base, either of the values, right? The rest two values. So you have to just prove it that LHS is equal to RHS. This is LHS, right? And this is RHS, means right hand side and left hand side. If they both are equal, it means this is a right angle triangle. So if you take the LHS, so 39 square, it means 39 into 39, and 39 square is 1521, right? So here you get the LHS value, right? If we are talking about the RHS is 15 square plus 36 square. So we know that 15 square is 225 and 36 square is 1296. If you add them, you will get the value 6 plus 5, 11, carry 1, 9 plus 2, 11 and 1, 12, carry 1, 2 plus 2, 4, 1, 5 and 1. So we are getting the same value, means LHS is equal to RHS. It means this is a right angle triangle. This was question number 5 of the exercise, right? So come to question number 6. In a right angle triangle, the length of its legs are given as 6 cm and 4.5 cm. Find the length of its hypotenuse. So in this question number 6, what you have to do, two other sides are given. You have to find it out the length of the hypotenuse, right? This is a right angle triangle. Suppose this length is given as 6 cm and this is 4.5 cm. This length you have to find it out. So we know that if you name them as A, B and C, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? Why I am means pressurizing this formula means you can either change these names. You can take A here, you can take B here, or C here, or C, B here, C here, A here. This way. So just focus on the basic part, right? Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base, right? Don't go to the name that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right? So, and name them hypotenuse. I have taken here at ABC. Suppose if I have taken here as ABC, right? Or I can also write it as ABC, right? So here hypotenuse is AB square is equal to perpendicular means you can take perpendicular either of the side. Why? Because it is depending only on the angle which is taken, right? So if you take this angle, yet we have discussed this part in the when we are discussing the Pythagoras theorem in the earlier video, right? If we take this angle, this is perpendicular, this is base. If you take this angle, this is perpendicular, this is base, right? So BC square plus AC square, right? So here the values are given. AB, the value of AB you have to find it out. BC square is 6 square plus 4.5 square. Just square them. So 6 square is 36 and 4.5 square is means square of 45. The square of 45 is what? 25. And if you multiply 4.5 into 4.5 means the square of any number is which is written 2 times, right? So 4.5 into 4.5. So here you have 2 decimal places, 4.5 into 4.5, 1 and 2. So just put decimal point after counting 2 decimal places. So here, so this is the value of 4.5 square. So just add them. This is 56.25, right? This is 56.25 AB square, and then AB is equal to 7.5. The square of 75 is 5625, right? So I have done this directly, right? If you want to find it out, the square root of this part, right, you will study these part in class 8. But now I'm going to discuss with you that 56.25, if you are going to find it out, it's a square root, right? Here if you write it as, if you take the square root, the long process was there. So this part is also known as long division method, right? You have to take, means square, we are finding out the square root. So we multiply same number with the same number, and if this value is below this, then we write it. So if we consider 7, so 7 is 49, right? If we consider 8, so 8 is 64, which is more than 56, right? So we consider 7. 7 into 7, 7 is 49, just write 7 here, right? This is the quotient. So 7 plus 7, add them, that is 14. And here put decimal point here. Here what you get? 7. Just take 25 here, because first I was just forgot to say this, that means tell you all, that is we make pairs of 2, right? And we are making pair of 2 from the right hand side towards left hand side, right? So here one pair, right? So put decimal here, 2, these 2 numbers come below, 725. So again we have to multiply by the same number. So we know that 5 into 5 becomes 25, right? So here 5 5 is 25, carry 2, 5 4 is 20, plus 2 22, right? Carry 2, 5 1 is 5 2 7. So 7.5 is the square root. These all things you will study in class 8, right? The square and square root and cube roots, how to find it out. And if you are very eager to learn, you can go through it, right? So this is the answer. Now come to question number 7. Question number 7 is saying, the length of the side of some triangles are given below. Which of them are right angle triangles? So you know that in the question number 5 we have discussed that any triangle is a right angle triangle if they follow the Pythagoras theorem. Means hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, right? So longest side you have to take it as perpendicular hypotenuse, and rest of the 2 sides just take it as perpendicular and base, right? There is no boundation of taking perpendicular and base. So, but there is one boundation, that longest side is equal to hypotenuse. So if LHS is equal to RHS, then they will become right angle triangles. So just do it by yourself, right? Now come to question number 8. In question number 8, it is given a figure. A figure is given in that, and here angles are mentioned. The figure is like this. These two angles are given as 35 degree and 55 degrees. So we know that if this is triangle A, B and C, we know that the angle sum property of a triangle, says that sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So it means angle A plus angle B plus angle C, which is equal to 180 degrees, right? So here two angles are given as 35 degrees plus 55 degrees, and angle A, we have to find it out. So 180 degrees. So 35 plus 55, that is 90. 5 plus 3, 8 and 10. So angle A plus 90 is equal to 180 degree. It means angle A is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree, right? That is equal to 90 degrees. So it means this angle is 90 degrees. So if this angle is 90 degrees, this side is hypotenuse. So if this side is hypotenuse, right? So if we write the formula by using Pythagoras theorem for this triangle, what we can write it as hypotenuse square, that is BC square, is equal to AB square plus AC square, right? So the question is saying this figure is given and three options are given also, and they were saying that which option is correct. Option 1 was given as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This was option number 3. So, okay, first option is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Second option is AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square, and third option is BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. So these three options are given and we have get this, so it means this option is correct. So third option is correct. Now come to question number 9. Wait a minute. 23 minutes 32 seconds. Okay. Two questions I am going to discuss in this video, and in next video we will discuss rest of the questions. So question number 9 and question number 10 also we will discuss it. So 9 is 9. Question number 9 and question number 10, they are almost same, right? A 15 meter long ladder is placed against a wall to reach the window of 12 meter height. So if this is the wall and this is the ladder, the figure is given in the book, right? So this is 12 meter high, here the window is, and this is the ladder which is 15 meter of height. You have to tell this distance, you have to find it out, right? Find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall. So what you have to do, just apply the Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So 15 square minus 12 square. If you are going to find it out, the base square, A, B and C is given, right? So here AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. AB square value is given as 15. So 15 square is equal to 12 square plus AC square. The value of AC is also given in the book, that is x. So x square. So x square is equal to 15 square minus 12 square. You know that 15 square is 225. 12 square is 144. So here you will get at 81. 5 minus 4, that is 1. 12 minus 4 is 8. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So x square is equal to 81. So x is equal to 9. Right? So the length of this is 9. Question number 10 is also same. A 5 meter long ladder when set against the wall of a house reaches the height of 4.8 meter. You suppose you have taken it as x, right? So here we are going to use means the algebraic formula also. First we apply the Pythagoras theorem. So I'm writing it directly. So 5 square is equal to 4.8 square plus x square, right? Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So I'm writing it in a short form. H square is equal to p square plus b square. Hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. So 5 square minus 4.8 square is equal to x square. So x square is equal to 5 square minus 4.8 square, and you know that this is in the form of a square minus b square. So a square minus b square, we know that in one bracket we can write it as a plus b, and in another bracket we can write it as a minus b. So this is written in the form of a square and b square, so we can write it as 5 plus 4.8 and 5 minus 4.8. So here we will get as 9.8 into 0.2. So 1.96 x square is. So x is equal to 196 is the square of 14. So 1.96 is the square root. If we take the square root of 1.96, we will get the value as 1.4. Right? Just find it out, the square root of 196, right? By the long division method we have discussed earlier. So this way you can find it out the value as 1.4, right? So in this part we have discussed till question number 10. In the next part we will discuss the rest of the questions, right? Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.